In the 5th test now. And day 2. And Australia 459 first innings. Need a total of 459 or better. It's on a very hard, deteriorating pitch. 13% humidity, 40 km/h winds. And that ball already has swung a long way. The difficult conditions and a big task ahead for Australia to try and save some sort of pride at 4-1 instead of a whitewash. Australia facing a whitewash. Tries to drive through the covers. Man out there in the covers, Townsend. No getting past that man. An in-swinger and managed to push it away. Huge in-swinger. The ball really is moving a lot. Just glanced away for a very nail-biting single there. Madison at the other end. And off the leg side as well, square, and finds a boundary. Didn't quite time that perfectly. Timing's always been a bit of a problem this whole innings. It's set on legendary mode. So the game doesn't get any harder than what you're seeing right now. You can make it a bit faster in the bowling, but all the other stats seem to get it affected by it in a big way. So it's at its maximum. Can't handle any more than what's been put into it. And fine off the legs, just tucked away, and another single. So England have won the series. They won all 4 tests, and we're in the final test now. Australia trying to get some sort of pride back into the team. Warner's been replaced by Madison, and as it's flicked off the legs down to fine leg, just for a single. Wokes none for 5 after his first over, last ball of his second, and letting that one through to the keeper. 4:48 behind. And gone for a big square boundary there, and unfortunately the fieldsman there far too good. And there's no getting past him. And well, the ball's moving off the wicket as well now, so starting to swing and move off the pitch. Another glance. Come back for the second. The outfield not quite as fast as you would think Lords would be. There was a little bit of rain and dew earlier. And that one coming back into the batsman from outside off. So a lot of deviation here. Big task ahead of the Australians. And the ball not really carrying through. probably start to play fairly straight now and confidently. And that would have been the ball to do it. So timing was good, not ideal, but good is good enough. Footwork just a little bit sloppy. Oh, and it misses the outside stump by it's a fraction of millimetres. Well, Farmer's gone over the top. And a couple of bounces and over the inside boundary rope. Well timed. And just got under it and helped the ball on its way, using the pace of the bowler to help that one along. The ball slows up as it carries further into the outfield. Very spongy outfield. That one's been let through to the keeper. Wokes at none for 11. Australia none for 22. Tucked off the legs and beats the fieldsman there. They turn for a second, but ball has got enough on it to make it to the boundary. Big task at hand. Batsmen are starting to get settled. None for 26. Last ball of the 6th over. 433 behind. And, well, that was taken at first slip. So the ball, not only is it now swinging, it's also darting off the pitch. So, well, that brings the end of the session. Both the number 22s are heading off the field. Going back for tea. That's enough of the highlights. Now, England's total 459. And not a single wicket to me in that one. Legendary hard mode. And just pulls away from that shot. That ball really swinging very late now. The keeper had to take that to his extreme left. Boundary saving catch for sure. Oh, and a big lash outside the off. Everything in the red. Let me get rid of that because that annoys me. The game is up on such a difficult level that one little click each way is either too late or too early. So it's just here somewhere. Let's get rid of that. Alright, back onto it. And while we're here, we'll just have a quick look at the big lines. Oh, I was only going to show one ball. And that ball not really carrying through when it hits the pitch there. Swinging out and then cutting away as well. And that one coming back in off the seam. Real light tinge of green on top. And well, we'll save our energy. We don't need to take quick runs yet. We're looking pretty good. Timing's fairly well. I spent a long time in the nets yesterday. And it took me a long time, and I realised I'd arced the bowler up to 100 where it's normally set at 50. I brought it down to 75, and that seems to have worked. It's going to be a very desperate lunge at the end there to make it into the crease. Really nice shot at the stumps there, hitting them by the square-legged fieldsman. Time for a change in the bowling. Just letting the ball come onto the bat. I want to see it at the very last moment. Not much time to react. But make sure every shot I play is right and consistent, or I'll be walking straight back to the pavilion. That's how difficult this game is. As you can see there, that didn't get the full blade of the bat. And cover drives beautifully. Probably won't make the boundary. Going to turn for three. It's going to be a dangerous three. Look at that rocket arm from the fieldsman. So he'll be struggling to make ground there. Goes square again and splits the two fieldsmen that have been brought in close together to take that shot away, and absolutely smash that with all of his might, and what about a rocket boundary. Chipped it over the top there, and well fielded by the man sweeping around. Certain boundary, one Ben was going to get over the fence, so a lot of pressure on the Australians, but they've already lost the series. Oh boy, that ball did dart back in. So a little bit of outswing. If that had not have swung out, it probably would have come on and bowled me. Just flicked off the legs and a single taken. Run for 39 into the 10th over. Run rate, not a big necessity here. What matters is wickets remaining. Australia batting to try and hold their head high for coming in at this at 4 losses nil. It's the 5th and final test. The Ashes have already been retained. The celebrations will be at the conclusion of this match. And cut away, but that man at point able to come in fairly quickly and cut that angle off. Saved a certain boundary. 26 off 36, trailed by 419. That's the big thing here. It's pushed away for a single. They're going to turn for 2. No, they've changed their mind. And quite luckily too. So there we go. We got it all happening down here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and its. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Even though there's not much of a result at the conclusion of this match, it's still a really tight game, and it's been a very hard Ashes series. And cut through the covers there, a boundary. Finding the hole in the outfield and taking advantage of a ball that was a little wide and not much turn on it. Full defensive on that one. There's quite a bit of spin and turn starting to appear as well now, so the pitch is really coming alive, and it's already very difficult. Bowled an absolute dolly of a ball, and that was smashed away over the boundary. 3rd 6 of his career. Not renowned for a big hitter. And that ball stayed really low, hit the pitch and just died. Single there, pushed out. That man was just back far enough to get an easy enough single. The batsman I'm using here is the one I've had since I ever started the game. I just reset the stats to zeros. Finds the gap square, but there's a man out there this time. Last ball coming in at 83.3 kilometres an hour. Very fast for a turner. And the score, none for 54. Very packed offside field. My God, it's a packed offside field. And square, if we can tickle this fine somewhere, we should get at least two. And what a glorious shot that was. Placed absolutely beautiful. Was looking for that ball and took it. Lovely shot. Well, that fielder had a better chance of running to the pub and back before catching that one. You can just tighten the leg side a bit more. Flicked off the legs, and there'll only be a single taken here. Couldn't get that one quite as fine. Timing's everything in this game, and the exact placement of your shot angle. And watching that one turn back in, and it's turning quite a long way too, mind you. So you don't want to be playing across the seam ever. Always play with the spin of the ball and with the swing. A bit of a sloppy delivery there. Townsend, none for 18. 2.5 overs bowled for him. And, well, we've gone over the top again, and it is in the crowd. It's about 8-9 rows back. It's a 50 to Farmer Mike. 48 deliveries, 2 sixes, 6 boundaries, strike rate of 104, 48 deliveries. Well, the last 4 test matches, high score of 54. I have absolutely failed miserably. It's still nice to bring up a 50. Nobody home for a late cut. We're going to try it. And that's safe as houses. And it's cleared the inner boundary as well. Nothing to lose. And Farmer Mike is playing all the shots. It's been a change in the field. So that man's been pushed back a bit. Sellers Point being pushed back. By the time they walk in, we might have enough to chip over the top. Very hard to get it fine past that man. There's only a single out that way. So over the top and back past mid-wicket. Really is our best option. And, well, that one not turning as much as the last few. Well, there's the scoring shots. Whoops, we won't have a look at the big pitch. We wanted to look at the big wheel, and we can't do it. Maybe this will bring it up and then we can do it. Okay, let's try now. The game's got a few little buggy bugs in it. Well, the big shot is locked. Yeah. We'll just wait for this to load in, and we'll see if we can have a look at it now. And we can, finally, just from him. Well, that's not what I wanted to look at. But anyway, back to the cricket. None for 71, trail by 388. That all must have been just, well, there was no spin on that at all. It was just a lollipop. And a missed opportunity by the batsman. He could have sent that over the fence. Maybe the bowler's trying to entice him to do that. Swept away and finds the gap and brings about a boundary. So Farmer Mike stands there and he says, well, I don't need to slog you, mate. I'll just place you perfectly. And a beautiful sweep there. That went all the way along the carpet. And he says to that fieldsman there, fetch. Their reply was 4-0, son. Ooh, that was a very nice ball. That was a troublesome delivery for sure. Drifted in late, very late drift. I want to look at the humidity. Yeah, this is really important right now. 13%. We're in trouble. Oh boy, that ball not even carrying. Grassy medium. We may have to dance down the pitch to him, I don't know. I'm not ready to take that risk yet. I'll just hold that out. I do not want to give my castle away. I've hit 60. Wow, he's right on the money right now. 82.8k an hour. He's ripping them in. And the balls aren't carrying, they're dying when they hit the pitch, so I think I was seeing something there, but it looked like Farmer and Madison had a little cuddle. I don't know if you want to go back there for a little moment, but just before, when you seen them both on the pitch, they were embraced in a little man hug. Well, all about those who are all about those, I suppose. And we'll get back to the cricket. That's all that matters. Farmer Mike lets that come onto the bat. Didn't want any part of that floating Yorker there. Well, a little bit more turn coming now. That one was a long way outside off. We've seen this man drifted in and hit the outside stump from way out there. This pitch not as rewarding as the dusty one we played on. And that one come back the other way. Australia will get a bye out of it. They're going to turn for 2. And they're coming back for the second. So 2 byes there. Wicketkeeper not able to... well, wasn't quite sure where that one had went. And off the toes. Oh, he's going to be caught. Oh, and he's been dropped. Comes back for a second. It's all happening right here. My God. Well, this over's had a little bit of everything in it. Well, Farmer Mike with a life. Smashes that off the toes and didn't quite time it to perfection. It's gone to land short. And unfortunately, that man there... Well, that was the skipper, Joe Root. Well, catches win matches, they say. A very good offie there. It was a bit of a slider break, really. Strange delivery. And drives through the covers, and that will bring about a boundary. Playing well, he's just given that one chance. Spent some time out there in the beginning of the innings, just watching closely. Stokes has been brought on to some havoc. And I'll reframe what I just said, to wreak some havoc. And, well, been sent back. And that man is onto that quick single. Flicked away on the leg side there. England wanting a wicket. And, well, bowling like that isn't going to help you, son. Barmy, you've been extremely quiet. And a full toss. It's been absolutely nailed. Well, the long end of the ground. That has been absolutely punished. If we have a game of cricket here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and it's. Hope you're all enjoying the broadcast. Oh, swings at that one, and that ball is another 4 runs to the Australian total. Ball will have to be bowled again. Just watch the swing and the drift on all of these. Can't really see it on that one. I want it to show us from the other end. It's going to go sideways, I just know it. Yeah. Sometimes it'll give us behind the stump view. Yes, there we go. Well, very sporadic bowling, but a lot of movement, as you can see. I'm really pushing for a ton. Australia's 100 coming up. Flicked off the legs very square, and it's going to bring about a beautiful boundary. Perfectly timed. No power in the shot. Just helped it on its way. Used the power and the speed of the ball to reach the boundary. Timing's more important than power. And wow, steps onto the front foot and back-to-back boundaries. Well, looking closer towards a century, and really after that drop catch, not a single ball has been mishit. That one seemed to have some carry in it. Staying fairly low still though, not quite reaching chest high. Coming through sort of around the hip. And that bouncer, well, there's not a great deal of bounce in the pitch, so might be able to get onto the back foot here and play a few pull shots. And that one moving away. A long way. And that one as well goes to first slip. Well, it's not through lack of trying. So the ball, at short of a good length, is only reaching bail height.
What?
And hit on the up this time. And a misfield as well there. Stokes bowling extremely sporadic right now. Doesn't really seem to have his line and length in. We'll just see the replay of that misfield there. So Stokes coming around the wicket trying to square up the batsman, and the batsman doesn't want any part of that one sliding and drifting across. And pulls away, and it's going to find the gap. It probably hasn't got the legs to go all the way, but they may turn for a third. They've decided to go for it, sprinting back. and make their home ground in a direct hit from the outfield. Well, luckily the batsman put the accelerator down on that third. Brilliant fielding. So Townsend comes on to bowl, none for 40 off his 5 overs. And some runs here. They've turned for 2. They are coming back, and very luckily no direct hit from the outfield that time. Well, the Australians looking quite comfortable out in the middle. Oh, we're not taking any run there. Complete kerfuffle going on, and Madison gets hit with the return throw. Well, cricket is a funny game. From one ball to the next, you never know what happens. Anything is likely. And gone over the top, and one bounce over the rope. Very elegant shot, that one. And a straight drive. Has that got the legs to go all the way? What a beautiful shot. Nonetheless, it has found the boundary. Probably the shot of the day. Absolutely smashed that. He's 91 from 82 deliveries. Oh, and a lovely ball there. Absolute wicket taker right there. 83.3k. His economy's at 12. He's been tonked around, but his reply on that delivery there was absolutely spot on. Flicked away, but no run there. Well, it's not that he's not moving them. His line and length is a little bit, you know, the little area he's supposed to hit. He's not really doing that, and that's why he got punished so much. And let that one go across. There's no point to play at that one. Skidded on its way through as well. It's come back around. Back over the wicket, my apologies. And just a single, so they had to hurry in the end. And well, he's calling that a no ball. Must have been a front foot. I don't think we'll be able to see the replay. Let's take this back and let's have a look. Well, that was a bit of a rough call, probably. Or is any part of his foot and the ball is released there? Well, heel looked like it was on the line. A bit of a rough call by the umpire there. And just a single there. Oh, that they turn for 2. Well, what a field that was. That was a boundary saver for sure. They've moved the field. I'm not sure who that was. Well, after Joe Root had dropped my catch, I would be guessing it would have been Stuart Broad that done that fielding. There's men out there. Has it got enough to carry? And it does. A very dangerous shot. A way to bring up your 100 though with style. 13 boundaries and 4 sixes. Strike rate of 113. Finally we get a century. It has been about 15 innings, 12 or 15 innings before our last one. Oh, pulled away nicely, but no shot. no run. Well, 100 off 89. And straight drives back into his runner, his batting partner, Madison, out there on 37 off 68, I think, 66. And just a single here. Joe Root just moving the field around slightly. Wokes to come back on. Well, the last ball of this over anyway, but they gave me that notification because Madison was on strike all that over. And a slower ball, 128.3, so it's got a little bit of a mixed bag. It's going for about 4 runs and over. And let that one through to the keeper. Some more late swing. Let's have a look at this humidity now. 13%. So humidity raising. The wind has gone up by 4 k's as well. And it's gone up 1 degree. Whoa, that's skidded. There's only 2 other deliveries that have skidded through, so with the pitch the way it is right now, 25 degrees, the next 2 days full sun, it's going to be a batsman's paradise. So no run there. The bowler shouldn't. The swing should be starting to fade itself out now, and they'll be trying to rely on the pitch for any movement once the ball's bounced. And that one just a little bit towards off stump, just a fraction. Well, there's the 100. All the scoring shots. Nothing mid off. So relatively square, which means the drive hasn't been called into play as often as it probably should be. And well, there's a drive. That one's through the onside. Running 2. They'll turn for the 3rd. And they're going to come back for 4. And home safely. 4 all run. Largest part of the field down there. Longest. And 4 all run. I'm not sure what that was going to do then. It looked like it wasn't going to do anything, in the last moment it turned. So I had to quickly just get out and defend that, but it had turned outwards. I just didn't know which way it was going to go that time. And well, that one is spinning off the pitch now. Australian ump for 166. Lost all last 4 test matches. And chips over the top. And it looks like it may make it, and it does. You never know. I've got shot force taken off, so usually shot force will be at 50. I've removed it completely. Ooh. Oh, well, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. Cricket brings about chances, and good teams will see those opportunities. Look at this. Unbelievable. Forward defence, off the bat, onto the pad, the shoe, bounces up and goes straight into the hands of the man at short leg there. well. Off the pitch, onto the bat, hits the ankle guard on the front pad and bounces up to the waiting fieldsman there. How does that ball bounce up from there? Well, unlucky. Nonetheless, that is cricket. 109 off 102. We finally got a century. Finally. And this is the 5th test. There'll only be a little bit to get here, I would assume. So I'd reset all my stats. Don't like being accused of cheating, so... Oh, wow. Now, final day. Day 4. Yeah, today and tomorrow left. And we stand right now in this position. 356. That's what we need. It looks like there's been a lot of ball movement too from our bowling. Well, look at this wicket. It has changed drastically. It's a little bit dry, a ball coming onto the bat now. Yes, and some movement, some deviation, some movement. No swing yet. That's that one through and it goes over the top and middle. So a lot of movement off the pitch, not really any swing as yet. Well, this is going to be a tough batting session right here today. It's going to have to make me bring out the best I can actually play. And the most sensible. Now, Maddo's been brought into the side for this final test. Davey Warner having a rest. Most of the star players are having a rest. And we'll give the extra boys in the side a game. Oh, and that one holding its line and then swinging late out. So that moved from outside off and came right back in between middle and leg. So we've got a lot of cutters that can cut the ball now. That's going to move it a great deal. And just glanced away, a lovely shot that will find the rope. Well, Australia needing to win this innings to go 4-1 in the loss of the Ashes series. Australia playing for pride. Straight driven, it won't go all the way. They'll turn for 3. And the return throws in, so we won't chance that run. .357 the target. A day and a half of in-game time. A day and a half of play. So 123 runs a day at the bare minimum. Pulled away, rocks onto the back foot, and that will bring about another boundary, will it? Oh, it is been fielded, has it? No, it seems he's had a foot on the rope when he's dragged that back in. Let's have a quick look at that one. We'll just speed it up a bit and try and catch up to the ball. Well, it looked like it was fielded. Well, I don't see a boundary there, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, things and its. I think that's been a wrong call. So that ball has been fielded right there. Well, boundary out of that. Whoa, and that one stays very low. England have not given an inch from the opening ball of this series. Mike rocks onto the back foot and pulls over the top. One bounce hit with tremendous power. Right out of the middle of the bat there. And a very confident shot. Joe Root not happy with the bowler. Why oh why bowl short, he says. And well, that looked like it had a little bit of swing that time. Just have a look at the forecast. Humidity's up to 28 now. Now we're going to have to face a lot of swing. And that was out swinging. We've got to face a lot of swing and a lot of turn off the wicket for the spinners. And the cutters, left cut, off cutters and leg cutters are all working. So this pitch has just become difficult. And well, that one held its line. A little bit of an outswing just before it hit the wicket. The next one like that, we'll get on the front foot and cover drive it. We'll let this one go. Oh boy, that swung in an absolute mile. That almost took the stump down. Well, it's always nice to get a view from behind the stump to see what the ball's actually doing. You don't get a good look at that view. And that one came in a long way. I expected that to go past the bat. Well, this wicket is truly alive right now. And at the end of the session, saved the 2 22s. Because England was starting to look dangerous there. Weather conditions on their side now. 1 for 22, 5 overs gone. Scoring run rate about 4.2. Not that that matters. Humidity's gone up again. Well, this ball is moving an absolute mile now. Misfield there, but the bowler stopped it nonetheless. No need for that replay, thank you. The game loves replays. Replays of nothingness. Okay, well. All they have to do is bowl line and length. And we picked that one. Just a little bit wide off stump with a little bit of outswing. That's the ball I'm looking for. Or the short one off the hip. Not this one. That one will get me out. It'll probably go to gully or third slip in between that area. So Stokes, none for 5. 2 balls remaining of his first over. And that was absolutely clobbered away. That's going to find the boundary. Save your legs, boys. Australia looking pretty good. And you can see how much that ball came back in. And pulls away from that shot. There we go, swinging both ways now and cutting both ways. This game has just come alive. And hit straight, that's going to go up in the air and he's going to be caught out. 19 off 26. Didn't quite stay up there and get my eyeing correctly that time, but the pitch has just become extremely dangerous. So what I want to do here is just watch the boys out there just for an over or two and give me an opportunity to get myself a drink and a smoke. Well, 18, so coming off a century to an 18. That ball is doing a lot. Look how much, look at the angle they're coming back on and swinging out. And that's why I only ever play this game on its hardest level. I don't see the point in playing it on easy and smashing a 6 every ball. It just, it's so unrealistic. Hopefully we'll see Matto go on a bit, hopefully. But we won't stay here forever. I just want to see how the boys are going to do for a little bit. And they get cut off. It gives you another perspective as well of the field and how England are moving around so well. Bowling well, fielding tremendous, bar the skipper dropping a catch in the first innings. And very difficult conditions out in the middle there. Tries an off drive, doesn't time the ball. Really is darting around a lot. At the end of the over it should show us how much that ball is moving. And I didn't resettle myself once the pitch conditions changed. It's not an excuse. It was out, a mistimed. But I knew the pitch was changing and I continued to play how the ball was reacting when the humidity was really low, and I didn't adjust, and hence that had brought about a mishit and my wicket. So this is cricket, but I with the experience I have, I should have realised the conditions. I check it enough. But you can't win everything, and a loss makes you come back and fight even harder the next time round. As you learn by your mistakes. And then it's a positive thing. Well, we're going to move on to the next game now. We've seen a bit. You see the Australians are under a lot of pressure, so yeah. Well, that concludes the Ashes series. And that was the 5th test. We'll come back with another game later. Well, we'll see how we go from here. Why did it just bring that up again? No batting points. Why is it doing this? Can we move forward, please? Something's going on here. No thanks. T20 against Bangladesh, huh? Righto. Let's get on with it. Against Bangladesh. T20. It's usually one oh, hang on. I sit out of this. I don't play the T20s. And I took my player Farmer Mike out of the T20 series, so it wouldn't affect my my stats because I don't play the games. I skip them. Come on, load up. I don't enjoy T20s. For excitement, 50 over, 1 day internationals. I'll always play in them. And test matches for sure. And me stateside too, but I have no interest in T20s. Let's have a look here. Please don't let me be in the side. I'm pretty sure I took myself out. Paddy Cummins is always skipper, except this time. Looks like Aaron Finch out there. Hard pitch, be a slogathon. But we're going to skip through this because I'm pretty sure my player's not involved in it. Oh, well, I am. Okay. We're going to play a T20, I guess. Righto. Not the most fun. Well, we get 2 off the first. Turn for a 3. No, we won't. We won't turn for 3. Well, one ball is invisible. It was that fast, I guess. Camera couldn't even pick it up. Through the covers. And all the way, the rope's been brought in a long ways by the looks of that. Run rate 10.3, it's pretty immense. Finchy 12 off 9. Quick single there, couldn't do much with that ball. Hassan, 5 for 20. That just clipped the pad and shot up in the air. Nobody home, goes over the top. That's about as powerful as I can hit. That was full power, so my batsman is set up for timing. I've been having problems with timing, so I reset him up to time the ball better at the cost of cardio and power. So to get my timing right, I had to sacrifice twice as much. Oh, tries to sweep that. The ball is turning the opposite way. Didn't pick that at all. But very luckily didn't end in an edge somewhere. Oh well. Okay, we're not reading this too good right now. And that time, again, as hard as I could hit it, and well, that one just makes it over the rope, hits the fence after a bounce. Timing is what got that. Yep, just timing. It went up and then floated back down. He's giving me a lolly and I'm going to smash him again. As you can see, I'm only just making the 6. And you look at the bar underneath, I've lost some stamina now from doing all of that. That's the green line. Green means I'm confident. Red means not so much. Means you need to resettle yourself again in the red. There's a free hit here. It was a no ball. And Finchy is probably going to smash this for 6. Very experienced player. And he's gone for the 6. We'll take a run just in case. But no need to, because that's made its way over the boundary. Free hit. So that's 4 runs. Plus the penalty run, and the ball to be bowled again. Ends inside the rope. He didn't time that to absolute perfection, but good enough to make it anyways. Finchy 16 off 11. Yours truly, strike rate, well. No run there. For some reason these boys are wearing white. I think there's a glitch going on here. They should be in their pyjamas. I think I actually hit the button when I picked the controller up. I almost brought about a run out. Oh, they'll have to be quick, and the throw too slow to come in. It was just lobbed back. Should have had a shot at the stumps. Even if there's only one from side on, it's still worth a shot. Oh, Finchy rocks on the back foot, pulls it away for a lovely boundary. Smashing shot. Well, it's a Bangladesh home ground and they seem to be cheering for the Australians. Well, it's either caught or 6. Oh, that fielder been running back thinking, this is going to drop, this is going to drop, this is going to drop. And it carried. Wow. My biggest hit too. Oh, he just square drives it. Well, T20. I wasn't even going to play this game. I usually skip them. I used to treat it as a slogathon, 6s every ball if I could. Now I've got to play normal cricket. And and speaking of try and go for 6 every ball, need to pull my head in, tuck my collar up, and it's done. And that one turning in. Just wait for the right ball in the right spot. So we can really chip over there. Slightly off square forward, very fine on the legs, and that's about it really. Just a little nudge out to the left. Wait there, well fielded. Akbal, well fielded there. The men are alive, they're fully awake, and Bangladesh searching for their first wicket. I really wish I had control of always looking behind the stumps on those deliveries. Finch 30 off 23. Hassan 16 off his 1 point. Now 2. There's an edge there. And no run taken. They thought about it just briefly if they were quick enough. Decided to turn around and head home. Well, now I heard a nick. Loud and clear, I heard a nick. Just back a little bit. Oh, it was smashed into the ground. Well, there's some lady luck for you. My eyes aren't as youthful as they once were, and as useless too. Pulls away. There's no one really down there. Finds the gap and forces the ball for a boundary. Yes. I've been practicing those shots in the nets and I haven't got them yet. I'm not ready to bring them into the game. It's a shot I don't play generally. It's a shot only for this type of T20 cricket. Chips up over the man who was up, and very intelligent batting here from Aaron Finch. He's showing the way at the moment. Playing some beautiful cricket. Yes. And come through just for a single. Finch takes strike again this over. I think we'll do a little skip. I hope he didn't get out. It's always dangerous when you skip to when you're back on strike. Okay, 10.75. They're looking pretty good. He just helps himself to a free boundary. Well, that ball is certainly hitting the pitch and very sharply rising. Be able to rock on the back foot a few times here. Let's take off stump. Races out to the man out there, and he's going to throw it in too quick to even think about running a second single. Sucker. No. He's a bit of a sucker. None for 29 off 2.3. And another beautiful boundary by Aaron Finch. He's playing like an absolute master. 51 off 35. 11 boundaries in this innings. And still plenty in the tank by the looks of things. There's an edge. It's gone up. And, well, I don't know if the batsman crossed halfway, so unfortunately, Finch a little too aggressive in trying to force that one out. It's a shoulder top edge onto his own shoulder, pops up, and the keeper takes a few steps back and to his left and makes a very sitting catch. Of course, the leap at the end was a little show-offy, but he took the catch nonetheless and will take nothing from him. And Chris Lynn brought out to face the first ball. Even though I was at the other end, we didn't technically cross halfway, so And no run taken there. Alright, so it seems very late, the swing. There is swing. It's not dramatic, but it's very late, so the shorter it is, the more angle I got to put on. It's pushed away for a single there, swept up. Very nice return. Crowd not paying attention, that deserved a cheer. Chris Lynn facing his second delivery. Take a dangerous single here, and the return throw, well, if you were the skipper, you would be full of mouthful abuse to that man there. Well, just lob back a definite run-out chance. So to take a scamper through. The umpire doesn't look too interested. Not out, he says. We will have a match review of it. Let's see what this ball did. LBW's the only appeal that could have come from that ball. Well, it's clipped the bat. And the rest of it really doesn't matter. But we will get to see what the ball's doing. Pretty much not much. So I'm going to start going for some shots. Come on, Chris O. That's it, mate. Two there. You may even go all the way. Come on, mate. Legs down. There you go. Shot. Oh, yeah, drink for that one, mate. That was absolutely beautiful. A little towards the toe of the bat, but perfectly placed. Well, the edges are not because the ball's moving. I think Chris is trying to hit it too hard. Now my batsman did not want to run then, and I had full control of him. I called it, and he went backwards first. Well, nearly brought about a wicket there. Another quick single. Just keep the run rate moving. Ones aren't enough, but at least we're rotating and constantly keeping the field moving. So no run there. I don't know why they didn't run, because I called a quick single. But anyway, back to the cricket. Chris Lynn, 6 off his 5 deliveries. Waiting to get on strike and have a crack at me 50. This will just be a single here. And that return throw, that was extremely fast. Well, went to rock on the back foot and pulled out of the shot at the last second. I didn't see which spin or drift was coming. I didn't know. I had to just get the bat out of the way. Oh, well fielded. My God, that was a brilliant piece of fielding. Off his own bowling. That deserves a replay. Let me fix this camera to this side just here. Let's go back now. Right on the toe of the bat. That was coming at a rate of knots. The bowler has enough time to pull out of his follow through and field that ball. That was brilliant fielding. And that one just a bit of a lobby. There's not much, well, there's no drift at all. There's no swing. And the ball just sort of dying as it hits the pitch. I'm just going to skip through. I want to try and stay focused on this 50. We're far too outside off stump. Oh, well, that one had some lift in it. So this end is a more bouncy and true than the other end. So the end on one has a sight screen to my right. The way we're facing is also to our right. Righto. The big grandstand end. This is the lively end. The other end's just dull. Let that go. See the way that's hitting the pitch and darting off now, and carrying and raising. Time to get on the back foot and just wait for that right ball. Tuck that off the toes. He's seen me move across and adjusted. We thought about a single though. Very dangerous shot to get a single from. Pushed out for another single there. Australians are 9.44. They'll have to lift their run rate just a little bit in the next few coming overs. Oh, and I thought I had that for all money. I took all the power out of it and just wanted to push for a very fast running two. Get a single. The bowler knew what I was kind of up to there. Took all the opportunities away from me. Well, the swing is fairly late. We call that post spin, swing. That one turning in. Moving quite a bit, turning a long way. Got to get some runs on here and really pinning us down at the moment. Got to go for the gap in there. Will we make it all the way? And well, look how short that rope is. I don't understand personally. Well, there's 50. Well played, but more to the ground rope. Why does the ground just not be left the size it is and forget about inner ropes? Well, Cooper certainly didn't give up that moment. Chris Lynn 19 off 15, batting well. Well, you know, my money would be he's gone for all money, and he's gone for all money. Shadow of a doubt there. That was my fault. I ran him out. I thought he got a little nick there, and I should have let him call. And I shall learn by that with this batsman. I'm going to have to take strike. Come on, push two, push two. Ah, beautiful. Well, hit with a lot of power, that one. Straight along the carpet. Little bit of drift there. And just a single out of that, well fielded. The return throw just as good. That's there, none for 18. Into his second over. Got two here for sure. Run him out. Two will do. Accelerator. Got to put the accelerator down here. Oh, miss-hit. This could be out. It may land safely. And well fielded. Coming back for a third. We'll have to hurry. And the throw not as harsh and as fast as the previous returns. Come back for three. Very good running by these two. Run rate 9.16. 2 for 139. Goes for the reverse sweep and no run come about it. Into the 16th over. Halfway through. Third ball to come. They may turn for the second, and runner was a little too slow. And brings Farmer on strike. Fielder been squared around there. Pushes for a quick single. And the throw misses the stumps and is fielded by a point. The batsman scamper through for a very dangerous single. And caught behind. That was a massive outside edge. A wicket falls. Bangladesh up on the stadium at the moment. No challenge there. And a very deceiving ball. Pass is short out for 5. 8 balls, 8 minutes at the crease. And Glenn Maxwell will come in. Being the hero of the cricketing season this year. Reverse sweeps and we'll skip the single for that one. Australia run rate dropping. Bangladesh have been bowling fairly well. Is there enough to carry? Oh, that was a... Well, when you get luck, it shines. That's all the way. Every cricketer needs his little ray of sunshine once in his career. And that was my one. Why didn't you run? Why didn't you run? And he calls a run halfway down the pitch of a second? I don't think so. Well, that's why I've been in the nets trying to practice those special shots. I still can't get them. Go square high. There's a fielder there. Oh, it's going to just land in front of him. I'm trying to hit me way back into form. I feel like I'm losing form here. The batsman not as responsive as when I first came out. Well, okay. For 178. Well, pretty dismal really. I didn't realise the ticking of the overs. So we're not bowling. I'll do that in another stream. Maybe the next one bowl as well. I was actually going to play as the whole team. That might be the way to go about it. As well as control my player out there too. That would give me 9 lives. each match instead of one. No, what? I'm not interested in any more T20s, please. Why do we have to play a second one? Yeah, the Test series we'll play. Oh. Righto. Alright, it's against Sri Lanka. No cracks, eh? Where's it played at? Oh, it's at the Gabba, fair enough. Medium-sized ground. Melbourne's the largest. Perth's small. Usually renowned for being extremely bouncy and fast. But these days they use drop-in pitches and they can put down whatever pitch conditions they want, and it'll just change a little bit with more sun or more moisture. They should just leave it alone, I reckon. Let each state have its own conditions instead of using drop-in pitches for more entertainment and more money. Anyway, I think this is the decider. Oh no, that's a Sri Lanka. He's on fire. Someone's on fire. Call the fire brigade, somebody, please. You know, yeah, tell him to bring some silicone. Out at the toss. Let's see how we go in this match. Was it a fluky 64 I got not out? We'll see. I'm going to have to get on with it though. We're batting again. I'd like us to field one time so we can do the run chase. It's a bit more exciting. Let's see how this pitch is gonna play out. Simple off the first ball. So Finchy got 9 runs off 5 balls. Oh, there's a man out there. Well, this is cricket. This is cricket. You can't always make a half ton or a century, but in this broadcast I've made a century, a 50 and a 64 in the short gun. Not too bad. I hope there's no more T20s. I really don't want to play one. Either 50 over or a test, I don't care. One or the other. And it's stinking hot at my house. Boy, oh boy, we got a hot day here where I live. It's an absolute belter. Skipping that, I don't care. I'm not interested in any of this form of cricket. Ah, here we go. Pakistan are first up, eh? Ah, what? T20? See ya. Come on, man. Here we go, the test. At the MCG, the biggest ground, righto. I'm going to play as the team. Make sure the uniforms match. I don't want Madison in there. some reason it's missing players, and I don't know why. Maybe Colton Isle, Hazelwood, Paddo. I'm not bringing. I'm going to have to. Hard standard pitch. It's only ever on veteran hard settings, veteran slash hardest, because I've upped the speed of the bowling that comes in, so the game plays faster and the ball will deviate more. So when it hits the pitch, it comes off like quicker. At standard, on this level, it's set for 60, and I've got it up to 75. And maximum of 85, so there's a lot of fluctuation in there. The slower balls are slow, and if you're fast enough, you can catch it and hold your shot back. And I'm talking like hundredths of a second. Like, you got to make that decision, click of a finger at that exact moment. Otherwise, you're out. An opportunity sometimes for a late or an early shot or a miss hit, but generally if you make a mistake, it will send you back to the pavilion. The physics in this game are more direct than, well, I've seen the latest cricket game, and the physics are not quite right and not fully adjustable to how it is here. So to put a career mode in the new game, they've had to sacrifice some space storage, I guess, and made it a bit more user friendly and not so precise. Well, the toss is up there. I'm looking forward to this match actually. I'm going to put my head down here. I want 100 against Pakistan. I'm going to do my darndest to do it. I could put the game commentary on, but it gets really annoying after a very, very short time. Hopefully my broadcast is a little more interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to match between Australia and Pakistan. Please make the players umpire as they take proceedings.
Oh shit, mate, it's hot out there. Too hot out there, mate. You can look out the window. I'm not opening it. It's cooking outside. Anyway, here we go. Opening of the test match. Now this will give me an opportunity to see our bowlers and see how the pitch is sort of holding up here at the Gabba. So we'll be able to have a look. Hopefully I don't have to bowl. I've put AI on to bowl. No, I'm going to have to bowl. And it's a bloody spinner too. Doesn't get any harder than this. Well, righto. Let's have a bowl for a couple of balls. Completely missed the timing of it. It was going so slow it wasn't funny. Oh, I've only got to hit it one way. Look. I can't do this, man. I can't do this right now. Not this bowling. We'll just let it resume. I hope the AI will take over. No, it doesn't. Come on, man. Let me skip. Let me skip. I don't care about the trophies. Righto. Taken the crease. I haven't quite got enough time. To get off the mark on the first ball. It's not really my intention. A1, opening bowler. Can't really see if this ball's moving yet or not. It just seemed to come on straight and just a general bounce. Toss on the legs, going across him. Not enough to make it. Well, test match. First scoring run, a 6. Okay. Could have a little bit of everything this time around. We just followed the line of that one. It was cutting out. Bat away from that one. I don't have to play in the wide yet. Nothing too special at present. Harris on strike. Defends that ball. That came darting in off the pitch there. Harris to face his second delivery. Afridi coming in with the second delivery. And a slower straight one onto the toes. Harris marks his crease line again. Takes dead centre. And goes for a back foot cut drive. Pulled it out there fairly square leg. Well. A lot of carry through height wise. Enough for him to get on the back foot now. Let's wait for that right ball. That wasn't quite it, but it looked good for a moment. Swinging both ways now. Not really, by the look of that, any movement straight off the pitch, which is strange. I've seen a couple. Let that one go through. All still shiny, done for 6 Australia. .3 overs gone. Trail by 325 in the first innings. Arwen done for 6, 1.3. And that ball coming just straight on. So there's no deviation off from the pitch. Oh dear. Instead of going dead straight, I went slightly to the right, which made him step across. Controller bad there, my effort. Let's just get off strike here momentarily. I'm really cheating now. Oh no, I'm all batsmen, sorry. I just realised. Tucked off the legs just for a single. I'm just not courageous enough just yet to go for big hits. Everything on the ground. Not willing to chip yet. The timing's not there. And again, threw the shot too early. Just by a fraction of millimetres, but it's either too early or too late. Is a very fine line of the timing. Pulled right out of that one. Lefties are so difficult to bat with. Steps across the cut, but a lot of risk with no reward. And that Yorker just came straight. I didn't see any swing or movement from that ball whatsoever. Just really hesitant to sort of get a crack on. Oh no, trouble here, and the ball has been returned to the wrong end. And that very possibly 100% could have been a wicket. Oh look, up is down, down is up. Oh no. Back in your crease, son. I've got reverse axis going on right now. Now we're back to normal. It was inverted. I pushed up, he'd come backwards. I'd push down, he'd go forwards. We're okay now. Just watching the ball carefully here. I'm getting everything off the middle of the bat. It's just the timing is just not right yet. So the shots are ready to be played, just not the timing. And again, that one was very late, and the ball's actually hit the crease and hit me before I'd finished my follow through on the shot. So still not easy nonetheless. That one swung in very late and curved towards off stump where the keeper took it. And well, batsman not too comfortable at the moment, both ends. And that timing is spot on. See if I can hold it. And I think our timing's back. However, our decisions made very late need a little bit to be desired. Just come back half a step here, a little bit towards off. Just flicked away there. It's a pretty quick outfield here at Brisbane, and it's made its way to the boundary. So a little bit of run relief for the batsman there. And yes, it's a very, very fast outfield. That ball had no stopping it at all. Very suspenseful word. And tries to straight drive. That ball's really not moving. Well, it's pretty true. It's pretty true right the way through. Line, length, height. And I reckon I can start playing some shots. That ball is as true as it comes. That is a rarity. Start seeing some swing coming soon enough though, as the ball gets a little bit scuffier. Oh, well fielded. Diving to his left there. Big chimpanzee roll. It's tucked away there. Think about two, they're going to come for it. Wicketkeeper end is the danger one, and it's a slide to get home in time. So just very quick running there, bring up another two. Yeah. Harris is fine. Oh no, oh dear. Oh, and I had a murmur in the heart then. I think it skipped not only a beat, I think it skipped the whole rhythmical section. And a lucky boundary in the end. Bowler line and length is pretty good on that delivery. Tries to drive it through the covers off the back foot. Fairly straight on the angle. They've brought extra cover up, and that goes through to the keeper. Apart from the odd ball here and there, there's not really been any swing. Ball could do with some dancing lessons. Just pushed off the front foot there. Timing well. Pulled away. It may race to the boundary. They turn for a second and it's going to beat the fieldsman. The sweeper sprinting along, trying to cut that boundary off, and in the end was nowhere near it. drives off the front foot. None for 27 into the 7th over. Ali none for 4. And cuts beautifully. Well, that is the shot of the day. Very hard to beat another one like that. Straight out of the middle, and the gap, just picked the gap straight between the two. Tries to cut again. Came out to meet the ball at the pitch. Oh, and beats the outside edge. Well, that one did move. That last ball, the silver one, well, didn't seem to move any more than the others. Now Harris on strike. Ashraf, first delivery. Yes. And too short. And rewarded with a boundary off his first delivery. Time for the bowler. Just go back to his line and length. Don't think about his run up. Just get back to the task of the next ball and what you're going to bowl. Nobody home. Come back for 2 and well fielded, swept up, and return is like lightning. On target. Nice fielding from the Pakistanis. And says, I'll let that one go through. So, a little bit of lift, but not a great deal. You want to go outside, do you? Yes. And just finally tucked away. Only bring a single. There you go. It's bloody hot out there, mate. Farmer on strike, 23 off 23. And that ball, it looked to have a little bit of movement once it bounced there. Let's have a look at the next one. Actually, it'll be just short of a good length. You can have a real good look at it. Well, it's just held its line, so... that third ball just had some late swing. The rest were pretty stock standard. .293 behind. And single there. Fielder would have known he couldn't have got a run out there. It would have looked close, but batsman would have definitely been in his ground. Straight drives, oh beautiful, all along the carpet, and only rewarded with a single. The timing, he was through the shot too early, and therefore got it kind of like right down near the toe. Australia looking to get the accelerator pedal down. Into the 10th over. None for 40, 291 behind. Only none for 10. 135.2 kilometres an hour, so he's a medium quick. We'll see how much variation he has in his speed. And that one whizzes through to the keeper. Now is the right time to bring up the big lines. And hopefully it'll show us behind the stumps. It's the last time I'm going to try it. Behind the stumps, please. Let's hope the camera turns around. Thank you. Well, by the look of that, it's just the angle he's bowling at. The ball is doing pretty much nothing. No. Didn't quite get that straight enough. Had to go between where the bowler's follow through was and that man at short mid off. The angle was fairly good. Cuts, and Gully cuts that one off. The ball even just slowing up a little bit as it's coming to the bat, so we'll have a look here. It seems to be slowing down just a little bit, but enough to readjust timing. And that's spot on timing. Alright, it's adjusted just a little bit. Just as the ball leaves his hand, that's when I've got the decision to make. And fielded in Gully again. Absolutely a master in the field, that man. You deserve a name call, old son. Oh, it's Showered Afridi. Show him. Show him what you got, mate. And the reply is not much. A mishit there, very badly mistimed. Flicks it off his legs. And safely only a single there. 290 behind. Nobody's used a review as yet. Into the 12th over. First ball. And this will have to be very quickly run. And that man backing up the return throw. Good job to you. Alam, bring it in, mate. Change of mind here. Boy, oh boy. And Pakistan are adjusting their field. Badly watched on my behalf. And same thing, only on the reverse side. And we're going to get 4 overthrows here. It's a strange game, this cricket. Every move is as good as your last one. Whoa, it's trying to pull the bat out of the way and it's hit the handle. Are we seeing some pitch movement here? Well, it doesn't seem so. It may all be in the eye of the beholder. Who knows? None for 46. Not a wicket down yet. It's not over. And glanced off the feet. Lovely looking shot, and only brings about a single. Harris will retain the strike. 72 overs remaining in the day. Australia trail by 284. First ball of the 13th. And pulled that. Yeah, just glanced that away, really. Sprint back for a third. The bowler will have to hurry. The bowler's end. The return throw looks like it was a little stray. And partnership up. Around 4.2 and over. And that ball, it doesn't really raise up there. It hit on middle low of the bat on a full defensive block there just to knock it down. There's not really much back foot that could go on at the moment. Oh, we're going to have to run these. We'll only get two. So not quite timed. So you'll only get a boundary if you've timed it perfectly. And it has to be ideal, which is your foot movement, your shot placement, and the power you hit it at. And, well, that one raised as it came through. So it seems like there's a bit of variance in bounce off the pitch. Pushes it into the gap. Won't go all the way. They'll come back for two. And looking to turn for the third. And coming back for three. Once again, timing not perfect, but brought about 3 runs. Harris 24 off 40 deliveries. And tucked on the leg side, come back for 2. And, well, there could have been a third there, but looking at stamina, it would have been a full sprint. Once the stamina drops like it does, you've got no power at all and very hard to make a shot. Well, Shane Afridi. 3 overs, 1 maiden, no runs. Okay, that makes no sense, game. He's coming across a fairly wideish angle, so it should always be darting across that off stump, I would say. Every delivery is going to bowl at me. That one the same angle, just was bowled just outside leg stump, so held its line, didn't drift, didn't swing, no movement off the crease. Oh dear, oh dear, that one got some lift in it. Pakistan attacking here. Afridi bowling well, good line, good length. Away there, come back for easy 2, and quite comfortably relaxing home. Farmer Mike looking, pushing towards another half century, and as you can see, the forward defence pushed out to the right. Ball coming in has also got attempted turn on it of outswinging, but there's no swing yet. Conditions aren't set. The ball's still fairly new. It's last ball of the 14th over. And just hold that one out. 138.9 kilometres an hour. So out with one and in with the next. We'll have a look at him. And that one came in and hit on the pad. Pulled the bat away and it struck on the pad. So not in line for an LBW, and Pakistan didn't bother going up. That wasn't the danger. The danger was the actual movement that came off that delivery. And pushing forward like that, if it moved out, I'd catch the edge of the bat and be caught somewhere in the slips. And it's pretty packed in there. They're all waiting for me to play that shot. And he's there for the miscut, and so is Gully. Anything cut. Very tight, aggressive field. It's going to go across us. Taking middle and off. And tries to drive, but I think the timing and the placement were just a little bit out there. but it's not the pitch we have to worry about. It's just purely our timing right now. Nobody home out there. If they're quick, they may get through. And the return throw coming in very fast. Kept that from 3 runs down to 2. Fieldsmen are putting in some big effort. These ones are going to straighten up on me. Not that one. Well, there's drinks. May have a weather forecast update when we at the end of this little drinksy bit. Australia haven't lost a wicket, and yet England absolutely pummeled us. 5 test nil. Nobody home. It's back. Cradle's back on the back foot. It's under it and helps that ball on its way. The speed of the bowler helps a lot in that situation if you get it timed right. And nicely timed again. So I'm pretty comfortable in the fact knowing the ball's not moving too much right now. But the angle the bowler's at is pretty good. Quick single. Been a very dangerous one. Harris 28 from his 47. Both openers still in and been very watchful. Into the gap. Turn for 2. Coming back for 3, and they've decided not to. The throw not as strong as the last couple. Just kind of lollied its way back in. However, it was on line. And I guess that matters just as much. Oh. That would have been a glorious shot. You only get paid if you do it. And, well, the ball, just no movement. Very little, not much swing. Let's just have a quick little look at the forecast. Humidity's building. The wind has picked up 4 Ks and temperature's down 4. That one held its line as well. I just played away from the ball and just pushed the bat out of the way, because if it came in, you never know when it's going to. That one had a little bit of outswing, so just the odd ball, just randomly, sporadically, is a very good delivery. And that one has come back in. So I think the big lines isn't really telling us the truth. Unless this over, it's just started to move about. Steps inside and, well, lovely shot. Pulled away. And placement perfect. .42 from 50. And that one coming back in. Well, it'd be really nice to see the end of the over, Big Eye now. God damn it. Just do it for me, game, please. Please. I don't ask much. Shells from behind the stumps, please. AI, you can't be friendly to it. Oh, it's either out or a boundary, and this time neither. They're going to have to run him out. They'll turn for three. It's like it was a good shot. They're going to have to hurry. The sprinter's on. This could be out. It's been just diving into his crease there. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. Well, the pitch is coming alive now, people. Humidity's over 50. And the temperature has dropped by 2 degrees. Flicked away there, just for a single. Harris the more watchful. Oh. And from watchful to out. One delivery, that's all it takes. The first wicket for Australia fall. A fairly easy catch for the man at mid-on. At mid-off. It was kind of covers, really. He came around to his right. Harris gone for 30. Helped take the shine off the ball. Not a wasted opportunity. Will bring Mitch Marsh to the crease. Australia 1 for 76. Ball coming in 133.5 kilometres an hour. Just a medium fast. Well, I'm pretty sure I just seen myself take centre. And that ball slowing up. So 132.8 was a slightly slower delivery. Only by about 3.5 Ks. A bit of variation in their bowling. Just re-establishing the conditions right now. 53, 32 and 24. Okay, it hasn't changed. Pulled away. That man's been brought around a little square now. Cut it off. Well, they are going to come back for 2. The outfield is lightning fast. It outran fine leg there. And we have got movement and swing starting to appear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and it's. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We've got a good game of cricket on our hands here. Australia 1 for 78 on a pitch that's just starting to come alive. Trailed by 253 for the first innings total. On a big swing and a miss by Marsh. Typical Marsh fashion. He just goes out and plays his shots, plays his cricket how he sees it. That one through. He's a very tall, strong man. Very powerful square of the wicket. Very powerful dead straight as well. And he must have heard me. He tried to show off there. He really wasn't there to be driven. And Marsh says, you laugh at me and I'll get the last one. Steps away to the offside and beautifully drives that. A lot of power. And just holding that one out. Following the line of the ball. Simon Mike approaching his third half century. Could have been a fast run single there, but trying to look after the stamina of the batsman at the same time. Both, well, stamina down my end. There's a way, this may run to the boundary and it's going to pull up. So we'll come back to 3 and that will bring about the 50. Decided not to run on the return throw. They would have got home, but stayed with the safe 3. 51 or 59. 1-6. 6 boundary, strike rate of 86.4. I've been out there for an hour and 26 minutes. An hour and 16 minutes. And Marsh smashes that for a cover drive. Quite time it well, but made it back for 2. And he put a lot of power into that shot. One for 87. Oh, that ball swung back in. Well, conditions changing now. It was a batsman's paradise in the beginning. The odd ball does stay low and dart around a bit. Pulled away again, this time just for the single. Should be fielded. Decided against the run. 1 for 87. Last ball of the 20th coming. And Afridi finishes his over with a slower ball. Well, mainly playing the leg side a lot this match. Marsh on strike. Haviz, first delivery of the match. Marsh says, I'll take a single there, if not a couple. The outfield, that end is the longest of the ground. Has it been pulled up in time? It has gone to the rope. And I don't really want to watch the replay too closely because I get the feeling that that was pulled up in time as well. And, oh no, it did hit the rope. Just a little sudden stop just before the bowler went down to hand the ball. Same shot again, this time he might be rewarded. And that one a more convincing boundary, almost the identical shot and the identical field. So that one was smashed into the ground, whereas the other one had a little bit of lift over the carpet. And Marsh telling Pakistan, you need to tighten your bowling up, fellas. It's a nice delivery, but was pad first. And Pakistan, they could put the challenge on here. To me, it didn't look like it was that close. I'm going to watch that one on the big eye before it disappears, because the game doesn't always bring them up. You have to force it to. And it's pitched just outside off. What's going on dead straight? Well, a little bit of drift in, that's all it is. Once it hits the pitch, it goes straight. Not much movement there either. Well, from the pitch being alive to being completely dead again. Desperate for a wicket, Pakistan at present. Ready to appeal on the change of wind. discussion out there is ceased. Oh, bowled him. Well, that is an embarrassing wicket. That ball didn't seem to turn a great deal. It was only the... Well, there you go. Second wicket for Australia for Mitch Marsh out, very aggressive, 15 off 15. And then we'll bring Steve Smith to the crease. The ball really doesn't seem to be doing anything. That was a bad shot, a very bad decision to have played that shot. Oh, we're just relying on line and length. So there are a couple of balls that do get a little bit of drift on them, a little bit of swing late, but it really shouldn't be this worrying. Well, that one's hit the pitch and darted out, so I'm guessing fairly full. It's a little grippier. Uh-oh. Well, you see, there you go, out for 51. This is the hardest level the cricket goes to. It's a legendary hardest level. We just got by a 50. And not too convincing once the 10th over had appeared. The skipper, no, not the skipper, or not the skipper. Marcus Labuschagne will come to the crease. Pakistan hitting back. A couple of quick wickets there. Steve Smith, first ball. New opening pair now. No one's out there to lend advice. Starting to move away. Probably trying to face his first delivery. Well, 1 for 8, the wicket taker, Hafiz. Well, finds the gap there squared. Turn for the second. He'll have to hurry. The ball returned to the bowler's end, but at the end of the day, the return throw was a very casual one indeed. Labuschagne just having a look. Australia have gone from being well and truly on top to being under the thumb at the moment. 3 for under 100. I don't know, to me it doesn't look like that ball's doing much, and you know what? I can't believe I didn't notice. Thank you. Just a fraction early putting the defence out there. And that's the one that hits the bat that's behind the pad and drops down onto the pad and gets caught. Just pushes that away. Dummy run. It's the end of the session. Well, Australia are in trouble now. They're going to have to rebuild this partnership through the centre. Two very good batsmen out there at the moment. One more experienced than the other. The other hold his own. He can hold his own, no doubt about that. Come back out after the session. It all seemed to be on my player at that time. And now we can watch this ball ever so closely. And that one comes in a long way, a lot of drift. Australia start off generally with a really good opening partnership, and then they collapse for bugger all after it. Well, that is when I've got control of the full team. But I wouldn't want to play this game on any easier level. I really wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. I've played it on easy, and you just smash 6 every ball. Extremely boring. If anything, I'd like to turn the speed up another 5 so the balls are coming down faster and have less time to see your shot. That back foot cut drive there, if I mistime that, I snick it. Generally the reward for that shot is a boundary. He goes up in the air on the back foot. Not my doing, peeps. Not my doing. Anyway, back to the cricket. Made an over looking like so far. And it just so ends up to be. Okay, now we got some movement coming back. So maybe the sun's staying out longer. Humidity, well, the clouds have broken up now. Okay. Now we're going to get some life out of this pitch. And perfectly timed to push that away. Full defensive shove. Get away from that fella there. I don't want no silly mid on close to me, so I'm going to have to power hit it into him a few times. And there's one. Hopefully you'll ask the skipper, can you pull me back, old son? Didn't learn his lesson the first time. He may have to do it again. No run there. Just wait for the right ball. Australia need to build these two out in the middle now. Make some solid ground for the next batsman. Labuschagne 2 from 10. Doesn't matter in this form of cricket. It's all about shot making and finding gaps and batting with some style and class as best as your ability will allow you. Every batsman has a perfect shot or variants of shots, and then there's set standard shots. So you know when you've timed one right. That was a great piece of fielding there. Saved a certain boundary. And that ball had a little bit of lift on it up near the shoulders of the bat that one defended. Steve Smith still yet to get off strike. He says, I'll get off strike on this one, thank you. Bring a short, fine leg. They might wrap him around a little wider. They have. They've brought him more square, a deep square leg, kind of. Keeper trying to scuff the ball up a little faster. Yes. Pushed into the gap. They turn for 2. And they'll have to hurry. And they'll get home safely. Well run 2. Into the 26th over. The ball getting a little bit softer. and a little bit less shiny. I didn't quite time that one, nor did I get the right angle. Labuschagne still loosening up. Been out there just short of 3 overs. And this one was a half volley. That deserves to go over the rope. Oh, and it lands in... Oh, did it land in the first row or was it behind the fence? I think it was in the first or second row. Nobody in the crowd was willing to catch that one. It had fire on it. Well, it had ice really. It was lobbed right up, high up in the air and caught some ice crystals and come back like a solid ice cube. Nonetheless, a boundary rewarded. Labuschagne moves to 8. Pulls away from that one. 130, the slow ball. Hafiz, 1 for 10 off his 3. Smith cuts and ends up driving. They bring about a single. Packed ground here today, 86,197. Official attendance. Well, that was a gimme ball. It'll be a wide for sure. Humpy, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. I have to get rid of this man in close. Crowd are fairly chirpy. Lots of noise there. Oh, and that just sat for him. Australia lose another wicket. Pakistan fighting back after a very simple start. There's a big wide open gap between those two out there and, well, just didn't get the timing right. Decided to loft it. Should have played it along the carpet. But Labuschagne goes for 8. That will bring Chris Lynn in. A very precise batsman. Just coming in on his first match. Lets that one go. Fielders crowded all around. Chips over the top. All the fielder up. And that will race away for the boundary. 225 behind Australia. 4 wickets down. 4 for 110. Pakistan on the attack. And that ball once again has stopped doing anything. It comes alive from time to time. Just tucked off the legs for a single. Not a very convincing glance that one either. Timing not quite right. That one was a sitter. And the boundary will be brought about it. A couple of bounces over the rope. Chris Lynn has come out and thought, well, we need the runs more so than time. Let's get on with it. And another catch here, and it's been dropped. Well, a life has been given. Not sure if the sun got in his eyes there, or he seemed to be in a good position, hands in a good spot. It was not smashed, it was dollied up, just a regulation catch, moving to his right, just probably a little bit too far, and he was holding in that one, popping back out of the hands. Smith says, well, I'll have a crack at it myself. And no run taken. Ashraf, 1 for 31, last ball of his 7th. We'll let go through. And again, it didn't seem to do very much. Please work with me here, game. You know, show us behind the stumps, even just occasionally. Well, the Sharks are at the crease, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, things and its. The Sharks are at the crease. Oh, tries to sweep and Flynn is bold. Took both stumps down and look at that. Ball starting to drift in now. So changing the line of ball right at the last moment before impact on the crease. So there's some very, very late drift. Maxwell comes to the crease. Australia lose their 5th wicket. 5 for 116. Pakistan really, really digging in here and saying to the Australians, well, play your shots, gentlemen, because we're going to be taking your wickets. Maxwell late cuts for a single. It's him off the strike. Smith back on strike. 3 off 14. He's been fairly watchful, Steve Smith. Likes to play very square and very straight. And he's decided to go over the top. The timing's fairly good and is good enough to bring about a boundary. Australia still continuing along their way, resigning to the fact of half the team being out there at the crease. They're still willing to play their shots and chase this run down as quickly as they possibly can. Finds the gap, lovely shot by Smith. It may go all the way. He's a very powerful striker of the ball. And as the batsman turned for 4, it hits the boundary rope. Here we go. One with a little bit of drift. The ref's very minimal. I don't know why so many wickets are falling so easily. Conditions are not hard. This is on veteran level. It's just the pitch is just a dead wicket. If you can see it, there's nothing in it. Oh, you are joking. That has been dropped. My God. Well, he went to chip that over the slip cordon for a boundary, but possible 6. Put all the haymaking power he had into it. And that has gone to second slip at a phenomenal rate and popped out. The chance goes down. A very difficult one, but a chance nonetheless. Australia, well, can they rebuild the innings here? 2 very classy batsmen out there, very experienced. They've been in this situation a number of times. And the bowling has gone a little wayward, trying to upset the batsman and trying to find a little bit of impatience by the batsman to lash out at those ones. Should come back in and it doesn't. It continues on the same line. Very tense moment at the ground here. Gets away with one drifting down leg. Ooh, they'll have to hurry for the single and they do get through. Very fast scamper there. Pakistan right on top. Very attacking. The bowlers need to keep their line and length, keep the pressure on, and well, decide to stray a little bit there. Yeah, there is movement. It just doesn't seem like a great deal. not compared to anyone who's seen my previous streams of how some of the other pitches really react. It's the first time we played on this wicket, and well, it's a pitch made for state cricket, not for international level. It's just a little bit too dead. The conditions. Oh, and we were out. We didn't learn last time trying to sweep that outside ball thinking it's coming back in. It tends to hold its line and turn back out. So very intelligent bowling by the bowler here. That one straight on, pushed into the ground. 81.1 kilometres an hour. Pakistan sense a wicket here. An LBW or possible bold. Pressure's on. 2 dot balls. Maxwell on strike. 2 off 9. And keeps the pressure on. Probably get a little bit of drift on this ball here. Hope he gets some in swing though. He's going to bowl a short one. And completely lets the batsman off the hook there. So get back to your crease and concentrate on your next delivery. Just flicked off the hip there. Going to come back for 2 and they should make it. Charges on and boots the ball home. A very well directed return throw. Within the strike zone of the stumps. Flicks it out again. They'll turn for 2. It'll be a very dicey run. They've changed their mind. 5 for 128. It's not worth a run out. Trailing by 202. Very big game on here. A very hard battle going on in the middle. Until the bowler bowled that ball, it was very tight cricket. The ball is having some swing, but it's... You can tell by the big lines there is movement going on out there and swing, turn. Standing back here, it doesn't seem to be the case, so I think there's 2 games of cricket going on right now. One that I see and one that the game sees. I might need recomputing. Tries to cover drive, fielded there at cover point. Well, extra cover really. And move back to cover now. Cut shot is there if willing to take it. And willing to go over the top, not only take it, he wants icing on that one as well. Creamed that one over. Australia wanting to fight back, but need some intelligent cricket. Pakistan easing up. Quiet woman. Shush. Smith on strike. 11 from 17. Freddie 1 for 27. Smith pulls and run has been aborted. Deciding not to continue on with that one. Freddie 1 for 27. First ball of his 8th over is down. And a lovely back foot drive there, just pushed away. They'll only get the single. Trying to build an innings together here. Looking for a partnership. Have a look at the partnerships while we mentioned it. And, well, only the openers really to talk about there. Always a middle order collapse. Humidity's up to 53 now. That'll start swinging, and it doesn't. It's just a standard hard pitch. It should be easy to smash him, but it's not. Well, That was a terrible shot. And what was worse was the timing was far too early and he went right out on the front foot. I need to pull my head in here. I need to get rid of the HUD just momentarily. Knocks onto the back foot and pulls away. They're going to turn for the second and they will get that comfortably. Fielder with a long chase ahead of him there. Taking centre again. Oh, and that one is cut back in. So seems like the last ball or two of each over has got the movement on. The rest of it seems to just be playing very straight, very true. And attempted Yorker there. I don't think that had any swing on it. It was just the angle. Point of delivery at that angle. Steps back and cuts. It goes straight to gully. Played along the ground. They've closed that square off now. And they should have opened up this area, so they have. And just a step forward to take middle and off. That one works its way back across leg stump by the time it reaches the keeper. So got some late swing coming back in. Just really only need to worry about that if I'm playing on the back foot. And that one will help along its way. Oh, and it was brilliantly fielded. Well, stopped anyway. You can't take nothing away from that man there. That was absolutely nailed and fielded to perfection. Definite boundary, that ball. That was hit hard. Let's that go through to the keeper as well. So Pakistan, although they're on top, being a little sloppy now and again. The bowlers need to hold their line and length. Oh, and that one straightens up and comes back over off stump. And now we've got some lift. Wicket doing a hell of a lot. And over the top he goes for an easy boundary. The ball was high enough to just get it off the top and help it along its way. Holding that one out. Pakistan is just, they can keep their bowlers on line and length. They're very much looking for another wicket. Oh, cuts in his court. Well, Pakistan. Beautiful catch. Well, Maxwell out for 15. Australia really struggling with this run chase now. Last of the recognised batsmen. 6 for 140, trailed by 191. Well, in the matter of 2 deliveries, this game has taken a sudden turn. The crowd are amped. The field's set very aggressive. away there with an easy 2. Stonis off the mark. It's a very strange wicket. It'll move at times, and most of the time, like 98% of the time, it doesn't. Oh, and the keeper's put that to ground. Well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. We need runs. And these two batsmen can do it. Pakistan playing exceptionally well. They went for a bit of a lull there. The bowler's gonna take the pressure off again. Pakistan may need, the captain may need to talk to the bowlers here and try to keep them straight on line and length. Just short of a good length seems to be the one. And just get it up around the off stump, just outside off, and wait for a little bit of in swing or middle and off and hope for an outswing. Just get it up there a bit, just short of a good length. None for 21, Ali, into his 7th over, last ball of it. And the over, Smith could do nothing with that one. 48 overs remaining, 189 runs to get. And Australia are going to play their shots. That should go all the way. So that ball only about sort of mid-rift area, whereas the last couple that were bowled short were up around shoulder. Plays across the line, well timed, well fielded, 139.8, that was the faster delivery. We don't need to see a replay of a missed field, thank you. Two square here. Just flick it away for a single. 6 for 147. Australia trailing by 185 of Pakistan's first innings. Afridi bowling well, 2 for 41. 3 balls remaining of his 10th over. Steve Smith 12 of 31 on strike. And hooks. And well, he's been caught as well. Not quite timed that shot. Stepped inside and just dollied up a catch there to square leg. So Pakistan's tactics at the moment, they're on virtue. And a lovely catch running backwards there. And that was Fakeem. And well, that's going to bring Pat Cummins to the crease. 7 for 147, and not quite halfway through the total, and yet they've got plenty of losses of wicket there. Oh, they decide against the run. They have to scamper back home, and they get back to the crease. Stonis, the last batsman out there. Cummins can hit the ball, but he's certainly not a longevity type of batsman. Whoa, and didn't that ball get some rise on it? Latif Awan. Just hold that one out there. If there's ever a time I'm going to play serious, it has to be now. A lot of work to do here. Just to get their total would be fine by me. Been lashing out quite a bit. Well, that one straightened up. I believe that was going to come inside me there. And same again. Well, let's look at what this pitch is doing now. And, well, it's a very strange pitch. Oh, look, it just annoys me. Can't get anything to work for me. And comes in very quick to field that one. Ashraf. And I hope I said that correctly. Well, Stoinis, the last batsman out there and behaving like he's not. He's got a job to do. Australia are to make that total. Stoinis is going to have to go on for a century. That's the view I wanted, and the ball doesn't seem like a great deal. There is some movement, a little bit of late swing, but it's really not playing the way that stat there is showing. Cummins just needs to hold his end and get the single where possible. Stoinis must face majority of the deliveries. He will definitely need 100 today, there's no doubt about it. Very smartly, Cummins pushes it away from the bowler and takes a single. 4 balls remaining of this over. Afridi bowling figures very well today. He's gone for a couple of runs, but he's got 3 for 42. And bowling rather well, very tight line, a little bit of in movement, and as I say that, a no ball had been bowled. That ball will have to be bowled again. And boy, they are waiting on a cut shot there, aren't they? Stoinis the stroke maker. We'll just take middle and off now, and we'll just keep him on this sort of line. The bowler's going to meet that with a wideish delivery. 7 for 149, trailed by 182. A lot of work to do out in the middle here. And, well, that ball has now come back the other way. Deciding to hold that one out. The drive wouldn't have punched through. And unfortunately, Cummins is going to take the first ball of the next over. Looking for a single somewhere. And will get one. Drops the ball short and takes all the speed off it. And that will bring Stoinis back on strike. He's going to have to play exceptionally well today. This is his moment. Pushes it out. Mid on fields it. Hit on up far and up close enough to take a catch, and back far enough to cut off the hard-hitting straight drive. Timing a little bit out as well. Well, okay, no footwork in that at all. That might have been something I did there. Just make sure everything's right. Let that one go through. Last ball of the 40th over. 81 behind, 7 for 153. R1, none for 28. And push a quick single here to retain the strike. 133.9. That's a good mix over there. And The wicket's dead from one end and lively from this end. Keeper not having to move to take that one on the follow through. You just never know which ball it is that moves. That one just slightly went out, not much. I really should be none for like 600, really. But going off this pitch, well. Boy oh boy, I would have bet that was coming over middle and off for all money, but it diverted right across me. He's running in at a fairly steep angle too.
Yes.
I changed your mind at the last moment there, and didn't realise that had been closed up. Well, it's been moved now, so there was point cover point. Going to try and bring this one in just a little bit more, I would say. This one should come in, and it doesn't. So, I'm not reading the conditions out here very well at all. We retain the strike for the next over as well. It's a very, very strange game, this one. This should be the dead end. It shouldn't have any movement from here. That's that through. Single. Cummins field the ball again. And the bowlers once again starting to get sloppy. Just when Pakistan are right on top, the bowlers go a little wayward. Moves across and ducks under that one. Stretches the legs. Last ball of the over. And pulls away from that entirely. So the odd ball now starting to rise. And a couple just around the mid-drift area. So Stonis, the man here today, one on strike. He needs to go on and make a good score here. He's going to need a century for sure if Australia are to chase down Pakistan's runs. Cummins hopefully can just be there as a good support role. Stark next in the bat. 1 for 32, Ashraf, that man bowling now. 129.7, a slightly slower delivery. Into the 43rd over. 7 for 153. Ooh, and that one has been one of those ones that raise up a little higher. A little bit more bounce on that pitch in that area. Just short of a good length. Keep our eye in that sort of area. Have to get a single fairly shortly. And scamper for a quick one here. Should make it easily. Took all the speed off that ball. Just pushed it towards the fieldsman. And knowing that he would get home for that single. Cummins to face 2 more deliveries. Ashraf 1 for 33. And that ball holding its line. Stoner's still trying to play himself in. And once again, the Pakistani bowlers are starting to just take the pressure off by some sloppy bowling there wide outside the off. But if they want to clean up the remaining 3 wickets, well, that one has come back in, hasn't it? Out wide on the pitch. And once again, trying to get Stoners to chase one. Testing his patience. They have got the trap set. That one that rises just unexpectedly. That was just a dead straight Yorker. No swing on that. Changed. There'll have to be a single taken this ball. That man's up close. The boundary's not going to help very much. And where there's a will, there's a way. The single needs to be taken. Yes, well, the odd one is kicking up, isn't it? It's about half of the over there, so the ball's getting bouncier. We weren't seeing too much bounce before. And onto the back foot. Drives it to mid-off. 176 behind. 7 for 155. Oh, and that one has moved back in. That one has darted back in. Well. Got hold of that one, timed well. Oh, that fielder almost caught that. I expected that to carry a lot further. And a possible wicket chance of a catch. Well, didn't quite time it as well as I thought he did. It's gone more up than out. And that fieldsman almost made it into the catching circle area. Stoner survives. Oh, that man fielded here was in like lightning, and a direct hit from the stumps too. A very good performance in the field by Pakistan thus far. First innings they did put 2 catches down, but they've come back this second innings and their fielding has been absolutely superb. Flicked away for a single. We'll let Cummins face 2 more deliveries. 1 more delivery. I made that mistake last time around. Mentioned the score before the actual scoreboard is ticked over.
Wait there.
Cummins using his feet in that shot. Well, starting to mix them up a little bit now. A little bit of drift, a little bit of swing there coming on. Strings come out to the middle. Gotch is 12th man and Yar is 13th. Just take Middleton off here. That's that one just float by to the keeper. It had some lift on it, that delivery. Might be able to get it up and over square if he gives us that ball again. Lets that one through. And that one came back in. Oh well. The wicket is having its moments of coming alive and then deadening down. And another one raises high on the bat, full defence push. Not willing to take a single there. Halfway through the 46th over. 7 for 160 Australia. Freddie 3 for 43. Oh, and that looks absolutely plumb. That you could put your house on. Well, if there's no challenge by the Pakistani team here, that looked dead plumb. That looked middle peg. That review by Big Eye, otherwise known as Hawkeye, but Big Eye will do, and well, the umpire has got that wrong. Pakistan did not challenge that, and that had some swing on it. So, well, Stoinis out there with a life. Goes back to guard middle. And that ball coming back in on him. The wicket's come alive again. Stoinis will be looking for a single somewhere here. Possible two. And they take a quick single. There'll be some scampering to do, but they make it comfortably in the end. The turn throw just volleyed in. As the good lady said, 7 for 161, trail by 170. 7 down. And the single just flicked off the pads there. And Sweeper will wrap around and field that one. 131.1 kilometres an hour. Not the fastest of deliveries. We'll see what Ashraf will bring down now. Will it be his faster delivery? And 130, another slower ball. That one's slower than the other one. So slow I could have had a nap. And well, Stoinis 18 off 53 deliveries, really struggling. The field is perfectly set. Very hard to find gaps here. Timing not there. Stoinis just fighting his way through it. He knows this match is on the line. He knows he's the last of the batsmen out there. And has he got enough stamina in him to see this innings through? And a lot of power put into that shot for not much return. In fact, 0. No single taken. And once again, Pakistan bowling starting to just let them down a little bit, allowing the pressure to be taken off. And that is a sporadic over indeed. Stoinis back on strike. What can he do? What can he do to help save his team? A lot of pressure on the young man. Well, he's decided to attack and absolutely mistimed that one on a very fast rising ball. The back foot would have been the best shot on that delivery. Drop onto the back foot. Nowhere really to go from there. And that one really skidding by. Coming across to leg stump. So seems there's a bit of movement back in the crease again. That one a slight outswinger, just very, very slight. The ball 48 overs old. Oh, and Stoinis goes for a big hook shot and has completely missed it, played well inside it. Far too early. Fighting just to hold that one out. Those balls are really starting to lift up now. So 5 balls of that 6 is all lifting. So maybe time to get on the back foot a lot now and start playing some back foot shots. And couldn't quite time that one. A little bit late. Cummins just looking for a single. Hold his end down. Quick single here. Fielders have been brought up. Push back for Stoinis. Well, they stayed up close for Stoinis as well. He has an opportunity to go over the top here. And does. That man... I was about to say shouldn't really get there, but he's gotten there. And the last Australian batsman has fallen. Well, a very hard 18 there from 60 deliveries. Well, the 2 hitters are out there, and we're just going to try and chip away. No single taken. They were looking at one there for a bit. Couldn't quite get through there. The tail is wagging. Well, not so much at the moment. More hopeful. Stark not too bad on the offside. Just got to pick the right ball. Pakistan really have played very well, bowled very well, fielded exceptionally well. The odd drop catch, but nonetheless they've cut a lot of runs off on the boundary as well. And hit on the up. Fielded at cover there. We don't need a replay of that one. Nothing special happened. 3 for 44. Well, I have no idea why he stayed on the back foot. Sometimes the game just does what it wants. And can't find the gap. Not very much skill in the lower batsman at all. They really only have one angle per shot. Let that go through to the keeper. Australia on the survival mode at the moment. Going to need a miracle. And place the shot but can't get through. Still fighting though. And just protects that line. Well, those balls really are up there now, aren't they? Seems the pitch has got harder. Smashes that into the ground. Couldn't find the gap.
Waiting.
And just cannot find the gaps here. And once again, trying to punch through the field, but the fielders are very tightly bound. They've moved a few more back behind now, so we're going to start seeing possible outswing or off cutters.
Yep.
And runs here. come back for a second. They'll have to hurry. And they will eventually make it fairly comfortably. Return throw not quite within the striking area. That ball coming in. And no run taken. We're looking for a single there. Couldn't get bat on ball. I was hoping to go over the top there and get a few more runs. And yes, the ball is now swinging again. Well, and moving off the pitch. It's been a struggle, this pitch, all innings. And that one moves in a long way, hits Stark in the chest region. Afridi walks back, shows no emotion. Could have been an easy single there, but Cummins wasn't watching very closely at all. It probably was his call at the end of the day. Well, that has gone a long way up and has come off the pad. Come off the top of the pad there. Stark having a bit of a lash out. Doesn't like sitting on zero. Let's that one go through. Pulls away. Oh, and it's well fielded again. And, well, Australia can't even find a single run at the moment. Trailing by 166, 8 for 165. And they're going to get exactly halfway through the total. Only 2 wickets remaining for Pakistan. And this pitch changes every over, it changes. Very hard to read the conditions here. Pulls away and there's a run there, just a single. Wide open field and he picks the fielder out. And these guys are going to do it in singles. Well, they're coming back for the second. It'll have to be a good throw. And, safely home, the 2 batsmen out there. Ali, 1 for 27. Really good figures. Oh, he's cut and he's been dropped. Well, you'd be kicking yourself. That did go through extremely quick though, and just seemed to have popped out of the palm of the hands. And it has. We've seen that before early on in the innings. The same man, and we won't name him, but he's put 2 of those down. Maybe the slips aren't quite his forte. So they're going to take a quick single here. They did hurry home in the end. There was no need to. Grubbied up the whites and the pads to take them home to the wife, and we'll end up in the doghouse there for a couple of days. Well, Stark in sheer frustration has a lash. He really needs to just try and turn the strike over and let Cummins take most of the strike. Oh, and he's taken one for the team. And they didn't run on that. Cummins wanting to keep the strike now. Oh, a terrible session for Australia. And an extremely good one for Pakistan. Marsh bowled there. Didn't quite cover it at all. That ball really did turn. Very, very nice delivery, that one. And didn't quite get hold of this shot. Look, starting to look fairly comfortable. And a beautiful running backwards catch by that man there. And that was the end of Farmer Mike. Shane had good intentions early, but unfortunately he too fell within short time at the crease. But he was seeing the ball rather well. And just a miss hit here. And another good running catch. We've seen that catch go to ground previously in the first innings as well. So Pakistan have picked up their fielding. And Chris Lynn, that's about all he did. And then he was bowled out. So back to the cricket. So day 2, 4 o'clock, last session, 30 degrees. Temperatures getting warmer and warmer here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And well, Australia 161 behind. Pakistan absolutely on top. And 3 of 15 overs for Afridi, 3 for 45 with 3 maidens in there. And to back him up is Hafiz. And off his 6 overs, 27 runs, 3 wickets, 4.5 the economy. Now Australia need a wicketless session here. And speaking of that man, he's about to bowl his first ball. Tries to sweep. Too early on the run. And that was hit extraordinarily hard into that man there, and the game won't replay it. Okay, they don't like you doing that, I guess. .161. They don't want to go into the second innings needing a lot of runs. So 160 is a very good add-on to whatever Pakistan bat next. Australia really need to keep chipping away at this total. And sweeps away just for the single. 2 balls remaining. Stark to face them. And defends that one. Ever watchful. He knows it's crucial that he must stay out there. And drives through the line of the ball. In about the end of the over. Latif R1, 2.7 economy. He's gone wicketless at the moment. He's bowled very well. His figures are very tight. Australia interested in playing for the short one, but they can't stay out in the middle there and do nothing. Tries to crush it through the mid field there and couldn't get through. Full toss. This could be the first boundary in many an over, and it just so's be. The boundaries have been very droughtful lately. And Cummins 13 off 36. Oh, and he's going to pick off another 2 here. The outfield will slow down. It is Brisbane. And they'll settle for 2. So, trying to chip away, find the single where it is. And a quick single taken here. Cummins' stamina draining. Stark not much too better. Stark on strike. Moves across to middle and off. And a quick single taken. Well, Cummins says, well, you're going to have to chip in a little bit here, Stark. I can't do it on my own, old son. We're going to need you to get a few singles as well. Well, that has stayed low. Had that have stayed its line, Stark would have been walking back to the dressing room. And very desperate for runs, Australia, at the moment. Looking for the quick single everywhere. Reverse sweeps and brings about no run whatsoever. A very dangerous shot. The skipper, well, that was Stark. That was Stark, my bad. Stark sweeps. Well, get the single. Cummins will be looking for a single after this ball as well. Oh, he's been bowled. Well, he tried to play late to push it between those men square. And just far too late. The bails have been dislodged by the ball. Out bowled. The last of the Australian batsmen come out. And Australia have got a lot of runs to chase in their second innings. Unless they bowl exceptionally well, the ball really spinning now. Well, Adam Zampa it is. It's been put into the side. Oh, Stark cuts. Stark says, I'm going to have to be the class batsman here. Allow me to do my job, thank you. They come back for three. They'll have to hurry. The ball's gone to the keeper's end. They do scamper back. Trying to chip away. He's still trailing by 148. Owen, none for 41 off his 12. He's been absolutely punished. And Australia risking it all, trying to get these runs. Zampa with an entertaining boundary. And Pakistan would not be too delightful in that one. He's gone again. Will he be caught? And he will be. It brings the close of the Australian innings. All out for 187. A very dismal performance. Pakistan firing on top. And just dollied up that final catch there. Well, changing innings here. And quick look at the highlights. I am going to have to call this a session. We'll be back with the next live stream tomorrow and for the second innings. So very mentally draining right there. Couldn't quite work the pitch out from the first delivery. So extremely difficult. So we're going to let the game save. I don't do any cheat sheets. And we'll let it load up with them coming out the bat. And scorecard is none for none, no balls bowled. 4:25 p.m, 30 degrees. Australia and Pakistan lead by 144. Australia's going to have an unbelievable day in the field with quick wickets and try and steamroll Pakistan in this final session, this final innings. And hopefully only chase around, well, they're going to have to bowl Pakistan out for about 120, I would say. I don't think that's going to be possible. But anyway, we're going to come back And we're going to come back and continue the stream tomorrow, and we shall see you then. From the broadcast down here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, we bid you farewell.